A is the Commissioner and the Guyana Police Force. B is a group of 5 people who have been doing enormous work for the Guyana Police Force. We have become friends of the Guyana Police Force. And I don't like to blow my own horn, but we have invested over $300,000 US in the Guyana Police Force. And it's just bringing awareness to you. We have built 3 state-of-the-art computer centers. I am a computer consultant by profession. So we know the technology, and we know the needs of the technology, and we understand the condition of the Guyana Police Force, what they're going through. And you know what? We want to have their back. We want to give them the tool that they need to get their job done. Because you know why? They're the ones who are putting their life on the line. All we're hearing is the police are not doing a good job. But did we ever look at the resources they have? I'll give you a little joke. My friends, Salman over there and Jake Sobraj, they were going to visit the commander of police in Anna Regina. What region is that? What division is that? 3. And when it was raining, and they're going in the building and they give them an umbrella. So he thought it was a culture thing. The Guyanese got backward. Instead of giving you the umbrella when you're going out the building with the rain falling, they give you the umbrella when you're going in the building to meet the commander. You know why? Because when they go in his office, they could look up and see the sky. So that is the kind of, his office had buckets to catch the water. And that's the kind of condition that you asking these poor policemen to go and take care of the crime in Guyana, right? So what we're doing today, Commissioner, is we are really saying to the Guyana Police Force, to the Fallen Heroes Foundation, to the children, we got your back. We got your back. We got your back. We got your back. Is that correct? So today, we're not only going to be a friend for today, we're going to be a friend for every day. And if any one of you feel sympathetic about those poor people that put their line on the job for us, I have an envelope here, and you can make me and add a little contribution, just so you know all the money that are raised here. And I mean everything. The only cost we have is to pay for the sound system. As you see, we have excellent sound system, and the rental of the tablecloth and the cleaning for about $500. That's the only cost. Everything else we got from Guyanese and French pocket, because we care and we want to tell the Guyana Police Force that we're gonna support them, but we also want them to do their jobs. I'm not gonna leave that out, okay? We must hold people accountable. Now, we're going to step forward. We're actually working with the Guyana Police Force, and it's a pro bono, to install a computer system that every single crime that happened in the country will be in that system. And you can monitor every crime at every stage it reaches. So there will be some accountability. They need the tools. Yesterday, I heard the mayor of New York saying, we're going to invest with our NYPD. We're going to give them all the technology they need. We're going to spend money on technology. Well, what we're saying is we are actually helping the Guyana Police Force when it comes to technology. But again, I don't want to blow my horn. So now, what I like to do is call on the NYPD to share some of their values with us so we can understand what they're going through when they lose a loved one in their organization. I want to first call Captain Raimundo Mundo to say a few words. And just so you know, the captain went to Guyana with the officer holder body, and he had some very important experience there. Raimundo.
Good evening, everyone. I know you were just mentioning that we have Guyana's back, but I have to tell you that Guyana had our back when we were over. So I want to personally thank you, Commissioner. It was amazing, tremendous to see the support that the Commissioner, the President of Guyana, and the Ambassador showed us when we were there. They made sure that we were safe. They made sure that everything went as well as it could. And for that, we are truly, truly grateful and thankful. And we will forever be. So I felt that it was very important for me to come out here tonight and show Guyana some support. It was the first time that the NYPD has flown a fallen officer to another country. So Guyana is the first country that we've been to for a line of duty death. And the experience was unforgettable. And I know, unfortunately, that if this happens again, our department will do it again. And we pray and we hope that the experience in another country would be just as good as we had it in Guyana. So I'm truly thankful to Guyana. I'm truly thankful to the community for showing us that tremendous support. I know that I was just asking, I wasn't planning to speak. They just asked me, can you say a few words? Can you say how hurt you feel or what I felt, right? Losing an officer. So I think, losing an officer that works under my command was something that I don't think any commander is ready to ever handle, all right? I thank God that he was able to help me through this, besides the support that the police department, besides the community, what they showed us is what allowed us to get through this difficult time. It hurts, it's upsetting, all right? Because I know you wanted to know these things, and we hope it never happens again. Unfortunately, in this line of business, things happen, and sometimes this is the price we pay for protecting our community. But we will not stop. We will not stop protecting our community, and we will not stop doing the job that we were called to do. So thank you, Guyana, thank you, New York, and thank you for everyone for being here. We really appreciate it. Have a blessed night.
Remember the two favorite words? Thank you. I want to call on the Deputy Chief, Crystal Johnson, to come forward. The Commissioner says she's very shy. Commissioner says she's very shy, but you know what? I think the energy in here is going to push her forward, and she's going to deliver to us. There's a lot of energy in this room, isn't it? You know why? Because we care. We really, truly care. This is not about politics. This is about human life. There are people who leave their home every day to put their life on the line for us. Deputy Chief.
Good evening, everyone. Krishna, I owe you for this one. I just want to say, you know what? I want to echo everything that Ray said, but I also want to say, for me also, it was the first time in my 30 years in the New York City Police Department that I actually had to deal this close with a member of the service dying that was under one of my commands. With God and with friends, helped us get past this. The experience of going to Guyana was a wonderful one. The police force, beginning with the commissioner, the members of his department, they truly showed us hospitality. They were out there with us in the rain the day of the funeral, walking with us, standing out there before they brought Detective Holder's body into the church, walking with us in the mud to the cemetery. There's not many people that would do that for you, but the one thing that I realized in my 30 years is law enforcement, no matter where you are, we're family. We support each other no matter what's going on. So we thank you for that experience that you gave us in Guyana. And I'm done.
And she's not shy. She's definitely not shy. Thank you, thank you. You did a good job too. Thank you. I want to, before I bring the commission on, I want to ask someone from, and I like the word unity. I have always believed we must come together instead of coming apart. So I want to invite someone to say a few words from the Guyana Unity Organization. Am I saying that correct? Cherie Fraser, come on forward. And she will share some really good word of wisdom with me. And you know what I like about her? She really is not afraid. She really hit the nail with the hammer in the head. She talked about, I don't understand this fight between black and Indians. You know, it's taking the bull by the horn, right? That she see one race, and that's the human race. Sherry.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much for inviting me up here this evening. But let me start by greeting, as a Guyanese, greeting Commissioner Silal Prasad. Welcome, and thank you for taking some time out to be here with us this evening. Appreciate it. To the men and the women of the NYPD, I thank you. I thank you for protecting and serving us in a way that is unexplainable. Words cannot thank you enough for what you do. As someone, and in my profession, I am the district manager of the East Flatbush District. I work very closely with my precinct, the 67th Precinct, Deputy Inspector Galata. And I was very instrumental in planning the tribute to Detective Holder, our fallen son of Guyana. So, from our hearts in East Flatbush to yours, I want to say thank you so very much for what you do in protecting us day in and day out. I personally couldn't do it. I'm afraid of guns, so that's not a job that I would ever take. I want to thank Kamala for inviting the Guyana men and women of the Guyana Unity Movement. I want to say thank you so very much, and she's also part of our executive body. As I explained this evening when I came in here, I grew up in Soesdijk, Guyana, Timeri, Soesdijk, where I have no idea what it is to be black or Indian. My neighbors were Indian. We danced together. We ate together. We practically lived together. So when I heard of the racism, Guyanese, Guyana, Indian, black, I asked myself, what can I do as a Guyanese to bring back that unity that we had in the 60s and the 50s. I'm not a 50s child, so, but then you're going to start trying to guess my age. But the unity that we had, the unity that I grew up, the unity that was instilled in me as a child, is the purpose of starting the Guyana Unity Movement, is the purpose of having the Unity March on January 14th, 2015, is on June 14, 2015, is the purpose of us going out there at the UN and having a peaceful protest for all Guyanese, a representation of all Guyanese, not some of us, not the Indian, not the black, but all of us, united, one people, one nation, fighting for one destiny. And so, when we started the Guyana Unity Movement, after the march, we decided that we're not a political affiliated organization. We're here to work with everyone. And I heard so much about this event this evening. And I actually sent a text to someone and I said, regardless of what you think, or regardless of what anyone says, I will be there. I will be there as a Guyanese to represent my unity movement, the Guyana Unity Movement. So I'm going to ask some of my members who are here this evening to please stand. We're now structuring this organization. My first vice chair, Irvin. My second vice chair, Doris. My sergeant of arms. And Kamala is going to be, she's going to be in charge of our hospitality committee. And also, our newly found member, and she was there to support us, and she continues to support us. Thank you all. Margaret, thank you. So, what's the purpose of our organization? Exactly why I'm here this evening. The purpose is to unite every Guyanese, one at a time, one by one. So as we move forward with this newly formed organization, I would like the commissioner to know, to look at my face, because we are actually planning also. We have a youth component to our organization, and we were very fortunate to have an NYPD officer, Officer Barry, who is going to be in charge of the youth component of our organization. And one of my vision for this organization is to expose our children in Guyana, to expose the youths in Guyana, to give them an opportunity to see that there is something beyond Guyana, to give them an opportunity to dream and to realize their dreams. So we were actually thinking of an exchange, some kind of an exchange program. And Mr. Commissioner, I hope that you will find it in your heart to work with this organization, to have kids dream of maybe becoming an NYPD officer one day. Because of Detective Holder, I am quite sure there's so many young Guyanese that are dreaming of becoming not only officers here, but also officers in Guyana to protect and serve their country. So thank you so much, each and every one, for welcoming us to this event. And I must say that I look forward to working with each and every one of you in here. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. I tell y'all what, I can bring it in Guyanese style. I'll come in, you see Soldier Boy went already to Saudi Arabia. He went to get outfitting. We won't be having any barrel economy. Then why some Kaicher you said, the barrel ain't going from north to south, it's gonna go from south to north. So we all in for a good cause. They're already learning Arabic, and that boy's trying to get a donkey to look like a camel. So things happening, and what's killing me with Guyanese? When you have an event, they want to know where it is, what time it is, who coming. One fellow asked me if the Prime Minister coming. I said, man, the man just get a little raise, I want to shake it down. And those of you from Albistown, Soldier Boy, real wicked, right? He went to the UN meeting, and he's mad with Maduro. So he tell Castro, he said, listen, we can let Maduro drink the oil. We're gonna plane pull back to Guyana, to home. So Castro thought it was a good idea. He said, climate change and all that stuff, we're gonna save and this and that. Anyhow, as the plane was coming, the weather condition was bad. So the pilot said, we cannot land the plane because of poor visibility. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna fly low, open the plane door, when you think it's your country, we're gonna parachute you up. So the plane start going, and they come low, they open the door, and Castro see Kane leave. He said, this is Cuba. And then by his parachute out. 5 minutes, the plane continue, come low, they open the door, and Soldier Boy push his hand out, and when he pull it in, he watch God. He said, this is all boy's tongue. My country, parachute me. Last person I'm going to ask to say a few words before I bring on the commissioner for 2 minutes is this young lady, Asha, who's an ex-police officer, and she really had a hard time convincing her organization to come on board and support this cause. And I'll tell you this, I am not a politician, so don't try to recruit me. I am a humanitarian. My passion is with computer technology. That's it. And I know I just want to give back. I'm grateful to God. I have health. I have a beautiful wife. I have 3 kids. And I just want to give back. That's all. I now ask Asha, and then I will bring the top cop down.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks to Naresa and Dr. Rudy Jadoopat, who really got me into this organization. Special thank you to our great Commissioner of Police, Mrs. Sila Al-Passad. I welcome you to New York. In the Guyana Police Force, and who know me well from Guyana calls me Kamla. Who knows me from New York calls me Asha. Those are the 2 names given to me by my dad. I served the Guyana Police Organization for 9 beautiful long years. It was an organization, if called again in my next lifetime, I will do it in the heartbeat with no questions asked. My reasons to be here is to just give a synopsis of what really the Friends of Guyana Police Force is. All because I had so much hard time convincing people in a week why I am in this organization and who invited the police commissioner to be here. And it's all because I'm in politics. Sorry, a lot of you don't want to have politics, but I choose it to help Guyana. That's the only way I think, going into politics with the AFC, I could have done what I did for the people of Guyana, the victory that the election got on May 11th. This organization is a non-profit charitable establishment exclusively for the purpose of offering financial assistance to the police family who became widows, single parents, and their children. We assist with the necessities such as food, clothes, housing, transportation, and medical expenses, in addition to expenses related to education. We let the fallen police families and their children to know that they are not alone by acting as their extended family, by helping them in their time of needs. These single parents who lost